This drawer is a bunch of eyeshadow palettes and face palettes. Sorry you guys aren't seeing my face throughout this video. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, we're getting ready to move and pack, and so I'm going to pack some of these away. I'm going to give some away, and yeah, let's open her up. And let's go through all of my eyeshadow palettes. First palette I see is this one. So I did just get this palette. It is the Urban Decay and Jean-Michel Basquiat, whatever palette. Brand new, really haven't used it that much. Really pretty colors though, as you can see. So we're gonna keep her. I'm not gonna really swatch this one as much because I did just do a haul on this. So yeah, she stays. Okay, next I have this palette. This is the Too Faced and Stardust palette with the Vegas Day. I have a lot of mixed emotions about this palette, and I'm really sorry if my lighting, I'm trying to do this at a different angle obviously, and the lighting isn't like the best. I guess that's probably about as good as I can get. Anyway, really pretty colors, super pigmented. I really haven't used this palette a lot, but the colors are gorgeous. Of course, they are light. Oh, that one did not swatch good. Hold on. This one's kind of hard. There we go. That's way better. I got a better swatchy, or like a finger. Like, those colors are beautiful. The pigmentation is obviously there. Super pretty. The only thing I have about this palette is, again, I don't really use it, and for tutorials and stuff I can't use it because you guys can't get this anymore. However, she's so pretty. Like, look at how pretty she is. I don't know if I can get rid of her. I can't. Okay, she stays. This is a concealer palette. I got it in my BoxyCharm a few months ago. It looks like this. Thought this would be really good to keep in my kit. I don't really like the consistency. It's not my favorite. This can find a new home. Next is some shadows from ColourPop. Love the packaging. ColourPop shadows are so pretty. They blend really well. They're super affordable. I'm having the hardest time swatching with my ring finger today. I don't know what it is. But they're really pretty, super affordable, blend really nice. I think they're like, what, $5 or something like that. So this stays. Okay, next I have this is a little Z palette, and it's got a few different eyeshadows in it. Some from Makeup Geek, some from ColourPop, some from I don't even know where. I'm not gonna swatch these because I don't know what is what, but these can all stay. Okay, next I have this, the Tarte Sex-Kitten palette. Again, I did just show this in a haul video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about this palette in particular, but I'm going to keep it because I just got it not too long ago. Okay, next is this one. This is the Young, Wild, and Free palette from Tarte, and it has confetti, and then in the writing, I don't know if you can see it as well. Anyway, it says throw kindness around like confetti. Super cute. I used to love this palette. I kept this around with me all the time. So you've got 3 mattes, and then you've got your shimmers and a brow. Beautiful colors. They are just so pretty. Like, look at that. So pretty. They swatch beautifully. They go on the eyes nice, smooth, creamy, buttery, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna keep her. Plus, she's really cute. Okay, this palette. I don't know very many people that don't have this palette. It's the Naked palette from Urban Decay. This is the one that started it all. Look at that. So beautiful. She's pretty well loved, as we can see. I don't really use this palette as much anymore, but again, like, so beautiful. The pigmentations on these are just like, oh. And even though I don't use her as much anymore, I just don't think I can give it away. Like, it's a cult classic. It's an iconic palette. This is kind of the palette that I feel like really started them all, and I could very well be wrong. My opinion. I can't get rid of it. She has to stay. The Naked 2 palette. I actually love this palette more than the Naked palette, and I remember for the longest time when I was at the store, I was having the hardest time deciding between these two palettes, and I went ahead and got this one. Then a few months later, I went and got this one. She is even more well loved. Beautiful coloring again. I love this palette. Obviously, this color right here, which is Suspect. Yeah, Suspect is my fave. Again, I can't get rid of her, even though I don't use her as much anymore. I love her. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of these colors you can actually get in the single shadows now. They're like little round ones, and you can pop them out, put in a Z palette, anything like that. But yeah, she stays as well. Next we have from Naked Cosmetics. Again, I got this in a boxy charm. Beautiful, ooh, beautiful colors. This is really the only color I foresee myself using. These two, not as much. This is really pretty. They're super soft, super buttery. I've never actually used these on my eyes. I've only swatched them, but I can just tell you just by the looks of this, not my favorite. And she's gonna get it home. Again, nothing wrong with the palette itself or the formulation or even the colors, the beautiful colors, just not what I wear. So she will get a new home. Next I have my e.l.f. Mad About Matte palette. This palette is $10, super affordable, beautiful colors. And I wasn't sure about this at first until I switched up the primer, and I really like this. Beautiful, blends easily, really pigmented. A better swatch of a few colors, so really pretty as you can see. Just a great quality for such a good price. I really like this. I want to get the Mad for Matte 2 palette. It has a little bit more of like some purpley colors and some colors that obviously aren't in this palette. So yeah, $10, you cannot beat it. It's nice and slim and compact, great to travel with. I have this. This is a little Estee Lauder palette that I got in a gift with purchase. Super pretty colors. The formula in this is really, really nice. I just have never, ever used this palette. I always forget I have it too. Never touched it. And honestly, I don't think I will. I have a lot of other colors that are really similar. So this is going to go to a new home. Okay. Too Faced Boudoir palette. I actually used to have so many of these palettes. I recently just gave a bunch away. And I kept 2 of them. So this is one of them. I love this palette. As you can see, she is pretty dang loved. This one called Sure Walls. Oh my gosh, I love that. Voulez-Vous is so pretty as well as Lap Dance. Some of these colors are really, really funny. And I mean, like, look at that. So incredibly beautiful. It's Too Faced. I mean, they have some of the best eyeshadows and palettes out there. Love this one. This is like an iconic one, and I cannot get rid of this. I used to live with this palette. Next we have this. This is the Gwen Stefani and Urban Decay palette. Their collab. Super, super pretty. I'm not going to get rid of this palette, even though I don't feature it on my channel, just because, again, it's so pretty. The packaging is just gorgeous. So gorgeous. You can't get this anymore either, but yeah, beautiful. Next we have the Violet Voss and Laura Lee palette. Look at the hollow. I love Laura Lee. I don't know if this palette is back in stock yet or not, but here it is. And I love the names of some of these. She's got like Sugar, Priss Prot, Tickle Pink, Hissy Fit, Fried. Just so many great colors and names for them, which I think are so funny. Let's do this. Anyway, really, really pretty. I have used this palette quite a bit. I haven't really used it on my channel too much, just because I don't know what its availability is. But look at those colors, like so pretty. And yeah, I really like this palette. If it is available, maybe I'll try to do more looks with it, but I highly recommend you get it. And I love how the back it says the Laura Lee as well. So cute. Love it. Staying. Okay, next we have from Dose of Color the Marvelous Mauves palette. I just did a whole look with this. Oh, there goes that brush. Put her back in there. Really pretty, super pigmented. I'm not going to swatch these because I literally just did a haul and a look with these, but super creamy, super pigmented, easy to blend. Really pretty. Gonna keep this bad boy. I have the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. This is a staple palette. I think everyone needs this palette and one other one from Too Faced at the very least. Great colors, Really pretty pigmentation as well. This salted caramel. See if I can swatch it well enough. Let's do this one too. Really, really pretty. You can do so many different looks with this. You can either do, you know, a natural look or a smoky look, a purple look, gold look. It's so pretty. Ooh, slam that down. And these colors, like, look at that. Like, seriously, just so pretty. So beautiful. They blend really well. Great quality. It's obviously Too Faced. I love Too Faced. Some of these palettes are gonna be Too Faced. So she's gonna stay absolutely 100%. Palette. This palette is like everything. Love this palette. This is a palette that has really seen it. As you can see, I mean, we've got some holes, we've got some pan. Beautiful palette. You've got, you know, your darker shades to really kind of smoke it out. You have you know, your really pretty shimmers, your mattes. So pretty, so beautiful. Let's do a few of these little swatchies. Like, look at that. Ah, so pretty. I can't. It's so beautiful. You can do like everyday look, smoky look, shimmery look, matte look. This is like a staple. I think everyone needs to have this palette. It's so good. I'm not going to swatch all of these. I will show them to you, but these are from Too Faced. Their holiday collection. It was like Too Faced in Paris, I want to say. They each come with 6 shadows and a blush, and then one of them comes with a bronzer. Really pretty colors. I have used them quite a bit. Super cute packaging, and I don't use them as much anymore, especially on my channel because you can't get them, but they're so stinking cute. I can't get rid of them. So these stay for sure. I really like these. Cosmetics and Carli Bybel palette. I literally just got this. I've done some swatches. I've done like a look with this. This isn't going anywhere because I haven't really played around with her too much. So she stays. This is still in stock. In fact, she actually has a newer palette out as well. So this stays. Okay, Tarte Pro Palette. I love this palette as well. This is a little bit newer to my collection. I think I got it this year. Open her up. Beautiful. You have all your mattes, your duochrome colors over here. Let's do a few little swatches of this. Like, look at how beautiful those are. So pretty. I love it. They also made it really simple that this is a look, you know, so you can just go like this. Of course, you can always mix and match and interchange any of them, but I really like this palette, and I think this is a really good palette for everyone to have as well, especially if you are a makeup artist. This is a really pretty palette. You can do so many different looks with this. Over here, I have my Milani palette. I'm not going to do any swatches of this because I did just recently do a look on this. Really pretty, super affordable. I don't know why I still kept the brush because I really didn't like the brush that much, but for whatever reason I kept it. Anyway, I like this palette. It was like 10 bucks, and I think they actually came out with a few more palettes. I think there's an all metallic and then an all matte palette that I kind of want to get, but yeah. This is the Naturalize palette. This is the original one. This isn't the matte. There is a natural matte. This one, as you can see, has been through it as well. It's so pretty. Love the colors in this. This is another palette that like I just cannot live without. I don't use it too much on my channel. I don't really know why, because I really love this palette. Again, Too Faced, so great quality, easy to blend, smooth, super pigmented, all of that good stuff. This is gonna stay. Oh, this is the Brow Gal. Got this in a boxy charm. These little brow products, you have your warm, your neutral, and your cool. I haven't used this one too much because I actually honestly forgot I have this, but I am going to keep this. So I want to play with this a little bit more. We have the other collab from Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani. This is the face palette. So you have blushes here, and then this is actually a shimmer, highlight, and then a bronze. So pretty. I do want to swatch these just because they are so beautiful. You cannot get this palette anymore, which is super depressing, but like look at those. And this one you can't really tell as much, but it's like an iridescent peach with like a little bit of a shift to it. It's so pretty. I used this palette quite a bit. I still use it quite a bit, but not as much on camera. But yeah, love this palette, not going anywhere. We're pretty close to being done. Okay, so next I have the Too Faced Peach palette, the Sweet Peach palette. This is another palette that I think everyone should have. So pretty. It smells like peaches. Like the chocolate bar smells like chocolate. Again, really versatile. You can do so many looks with this palette, whether it's neutral or smoky eye. Oh, that peach smell just gets me every time. Great colors, really good pigmentation, easy, smooth, easy to blend. Yeah, I think everyone should have this palette and the chocolate bar palette. I think if you're going to buy any kind of palettes from Too Faced, these are the first two you should buy, because you can make any look with either one of them, but if you put them together, you're like endless possibilities. Next, I have my Morphe 25B palette. I'm not going to swatch this one either because I did just talk about this recently and it's absolutely beautiful. I think I did a look with this palette as well, but love this palette. Really, that's all I'm going to say about that. The Lorac contour palette, I actually used to have a whole bunch of contour palettes and I got rid of them, and this is the only one that I kept. I had Anastasia Beverly Hills, I had It Cosmetics, I had NYX, I had so many different ones, and this is the only one I kept because this is the best palette. For me personally, this is my favorite. Obviously, she's pretty well loved. So you get your 2 highlighter shades, a shimmer highlight, and then you get all 3 of your contour shades. And it's absolutely beautiful, super buttery, super pigmented, comes with a brush. This is the contour palette I recommend to everyone. Yeah, never getting rid of this palette. This is the Morphe Kathleen Lights palette. How many of you guys remember how much I was obsessed with this palette? I still am. I don't use it on camera anymore because you can no longer purchase it. It is out of stock. And yeah, but oh my gosh. She just did such a good job. She is one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. Probably her and Laura Lee are my top 2 YouTubers that I love. So I can never, ever, ever get rid of this palette. If you have this palette, I hope you hold it as near and dear to your heart as I do. By Butter London. This is the Pretty Proper palette. So you can actually pop these out and buy individual shades from Butter London. I used to love this palette, like love this palette, and I still like it. It's still really like creamy and buttery, as you can see. Come on. Really pretty. They're supposed to have a built-in primer. I don't know about that. On me, they always creased anyway, but the colors are so beautiful, so pretty. I never use this palette, so I think I'm gonna give this a good home, even though it breaks my heart and I don't want to. I think she needs to know home. Okay, Lorac Pro Palette. This is a teeny tiny little mini palette. I used to love this palette. You can get so many different looks. I don't know why I just said that. You can't really get so many different looks. Obviously, there's only 3 colors, but it's a good palette to have. I used to carry this around in my purse in case I needed makeup in a pinch. Really pretty colors. Has that really nice Lorac pigmentation, and like they're super soft and they blend really easily. I just don't use it that much. In fact, I don't think I've used this in a while, so this is gonna go to a new home. Little Black Book of Bronzers. This was limited edition, and I bought it as soon as I saw it because it has every bronzer that Too Faced makes. This is really good for, you know, for my kit. I didn't have to buy every single bronzer. I could just buy this one and it has all of them in there. And I will never go through all of this, more than likely. But I love this. It's not going anywhere. It's so good. It used to really smell of that chocolate smell, but I think I've had it super faint. I think I've had it for so long that it kind of lost its scent. I hope that they bring something like this back because this was awesome and it was a really good deal. The Real Her 3 palette. It says I Feel Beautiful on it. It's not my favorite. The pigmentation isn't that great. Yeah, it's just not my fave. I'll swatch some of these and you can kind of see what I mean. Like some of them are really pretty, but some of them not so much. Just not my favorite. Plus I feel like I have all these colors anyway, so this is gonna go to a good home as well. The palette, I love this palette. David actually bought me this palette for my birthday because I really wanted it. The packaging is stunning. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. And then you open it up and it's got all of these pretty shadows. I don't know how well you can see because my lighting isn't the best right now. I apologize. But yeah, it's got all these beautiful shadows. This was inspired by a few of their palettes that they already have. So some of these shadows I actually already have. The face, they've got beautiful pigmentation. Gosh, that one ring finger, just, I can never swatch as well. Okay, there we go. Super, super pretty, super pigmented, easy to blend out. They're Too Faced shadows. Like, yeah, they're like butter. They're amazing. They're awesome. Love it. And this palette is staying in my collection. A 35 palette. I think just about everybody has this palette. If you like warm tones, this is your palette. Look at that. You get so many different ones. Let's just go ahead. I know everyone's probably looking at this one. Let's do a shimmer. Yeah. Let's do this one down here. So these are beautiful colors. Morphe has some of the best shadows for the price. I think this palette was like $24, maybe even less than that, but like, look at those. Like, how beautiful is this? Such a beautiful palette. You can do so many different looks. I know sometimes like these brighter colors, like this orange and this red, can be a little scary, but if you stick over here, really pretty colors. You even have these beautiful ones down there. It's just so pretty, so versatile. She stays forever. So I am getting rid of, hold on, 6 palettes. Yeah, these 6 palettes I'm gonna go ahead, give to a new home, see if any of my friends will want them. The rest of the palettes I'm gonna pack up. And yeah, that's really it. So all my nose go in this. This is my disappointing products bag, but it's also my giveaway bag. So yeah, okay guys, that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video.